Hi, my name is Cody Simmons. I'm the CEO of DermaSensor. We're an incredible team of physicians, entrepreneurs, and scientists leading the fight to solve skin cancer. So for every 1,000 Americans, so about the size of this conference, maybe a bit more, 200 of us are going to get skin cancer in our lifetimes. 25 are going to get melanoma. Of those 25, if they're detected late stage, stage 4, 21 would pass away within 5 years. If they're detected early, stage 1, only 1 would. Think about that for a second. Just at this conference, the difference between early and late stage detection could save 20 of our lives. And skin cancer is not just an American issue. Globally, there's tens of millions of people with skin cancer at a given time. These are the areas that we're focused on commercially early on, including Australia, where 2/3 of people get skin cancer. It's a major public health issue. And it's not just the incredible mortality and morbidity issues that skin cancer poses, it's also cost. And again, a main driver of the cost issues is late detection. Late stage melanoma costs about $160,000 to treat, early stage melanoma a mere $5,000. So most Americans are limited in terms of access, and also there's cost considerations to dermatologists. So most skin issues are actually managed, initially at least, by primary care. Unfortunately, primary care physicians aren't dermatologists. So misdiagnosis of melanoma is as high as 58% in the primary care setting. And even those referred from a PCP to dermatologist often never go. So the question is, how do we solve skin cancer for the 9,500 of us that are diagnosed with it every single day? I'm excited to unveil what we've been developing since 2009. So our technology, the extensive literature on our technology, coupled with our issued patents and clinical studies, we think position us well to solve skin cancer and deliver an effective tool not only to primary care physicians, but eventually to households for home use. A key thing about primary care physicians being able to use a tool like this, and of course, consumers in their home, is ease of use. And our tool is very easy to use. It's essentially point and click, and the algorithm immediately gives a high risk, low risk result. We can evaluate multiple lesions in less than a minute. So this is an example. Obviously, as a connected health device company, we're at the intersection of some exciting verticals, both in digital health and more traditional medical device industry. So these are some of the sort of exciting new trends that we sit at the intersection of. Our third-party market research, as well as provider impact modeling, payer budget impact models, have demonstrated that there's significant commercial potential in the primary care setting, and also the retail health channels and urgent care channels are very excited to be able to offer a service and tool like this as well. Similarly, consumers, as you can imagine, the convenience, peace of mind of being able to check a mole that pops up that concerns you at home is very appealing to them as well. So we're starting with the provider market to build clinical legitimacy and given regulatory purposes and pathways before moving into the home use or consumer use. From a competitive standpoint, we have, we think, much better clinical performance and also accessibility than other solutions, which is really key to the target markets that we're addressing. And of course, we want to offer payment plans that make our tool accessible not only to physicians, but also to consumers. The addressable market is enormous, a few $1 billion for the provider globally, and this is just a few countries we're focused on. And the consumer market around 83 billion, just the number, number of households obviously is tremendous. We have a great team to realize this vision. So Dr. Maurice Ferre founded the company in 2009. He's a successful serial entrepreneur. His last exit was Mako Surgical, which sold to Stryker for $1.6 billion. We also, so the top sort of operating team members, which include a full-time physician, and we have a world-class business advisory board, as well as scientific advisory board, leadership in dermatology and primary care at Yale, UCSF, and their European counterparts. So with that, I'm excited to sort of speak to you all about our work and working to detect skin cancer and save lives. We're in the process of raising a Series A. Our insiders are committed to a large portion of that. We've raised $4.5 million to date. and we are looking to add 1 to 2 new investors. So if there's any interest from folks in the audience or people you think may be a good fit, help us detect skin cancer and save lives. Thank you.
So I have a question about how the clinical trials, or not clinical trials, but how this compares to maybe gold standards for measuring this, the accuracy rates.
Sure. So both because of sensitivity reasons and also in terms of publications and whatnot, the exact sensitivity and specificity rates won't go into. But the key thing to keep in mind here is that as an adjunctive tool or clinical decision support tool, the question is not how does a physician do versus the device. The real question is how does a physician do with and without the device. And that's sort of what we're focused on and have seen significant improvement over standard of care.
You're raising a Series A right now, so what type of investor do you feel is missing from your cap table that could provide the greatest value as you close the A round out?
Sure. I think folks with European network and or expertise, everyone we have involved, like Maurice Fredmole, co-founder of Intuitive Surgical, have very extensive, I think, sort of U.S. expertise that, and perhaps, of course, giving the audience some digital health experience as well. I'm the only one on the board that has much of a digital health background, so that would be valuable as well.
My question is, who have you lined up already for testing the tool, and what type of folks are you using for that testing?
Sure. So we mainly, all the algorithm development and now the sort of prospective testing we've been doing with dermatology and primary care clinics in Florida. That's where we're based. We're in the process of rolling out a clinical registry in New Zealand. It's a very friendly environment for work like that. And we'll be doing pivotal studies at about 20 sites, most in the US and a few in Australia. So that's where we're at now. And we'll be ramping up for commercial launch in Australia and Germany next year as well.